Previously on Resident Evil.
Somebody respawn! Over!
Barry?
Bruh.
Monster! Chains! Gun! Ineffective! Instant!
No! God, please, no!
Stay
No!
away! Forest outside mansion! Stay! Hey!
12 seconds later.
This is Brad. If you can hear me, just give me a sign. Anything.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me? Shit. It's broken.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil Part 8. In the last video, we managed to get by here. I didn't save it, so the reason why I didn't save it is because I was showing you guys that we had one more shotgun shell left. We were no longer in caution in the red, and also as for map wise, if I can get out of here, that is. Here we go. We haven't explored anything else, but there is something I want to clarify before I do anything else. I'm going to quit the game. Now, this entire time I thought I was playing this game on normal. Well, unfortunately, that's not the case because Capcom at that time did not know how this is easy mode, this is normal mode, this is hard mode. So I'm going to show you guys specifically what modes are which.
Resident Evil.
So yes, we're going to a new game, but only just so I can show you guys. Okay, so here is the difficulty things right here. Now this right here, I selected this one thinking it was normal because I said that was easy, that was normal, and that was hard, right? Well, it turns out this is very easy, this is easy, and this is hard, or this is normal, sorry. So yes, very easy, easy, and normal. Hard is when it comes into the real survival. So this time I was playing it on easy mode, so I'm sorry about that, guys. That was my bad, I did not know about it. I didn't research about it, but at this time, when I was a kid, when I was playing this, probably around like 16 or 17 years old, I thought this entire time this was actually normal, so that's why I said easy, normal, hard, but really it was very easy for this one. This is the true statement. Very easy, easy, and then normal. So yeah, so that's the reason why I came back here, so that way I can show you guys that. So I'm gonna go ahead and load back our game, and here's the 6th one. So like I said in the last video, and the very last ending of the video, if you're very squeamish with spiders, I suggest you look away because we're going to be encountering spiders, we're going to be encountering plants, we're going to be encountering zombies, bees, and sharks. So, yay! A lot of fun. So, since we're going to be encountering sharks, since we don't need this, we're going to be just taking our survival knife. We don't need the ammunition because we're, well, not the shotgun ammunition, that is. So this is pretty much what we're going to be taking with us because I believe we need to take all this other stuff with us. So, we're going to be encountering those spiders, so it depends on how you hit them. That you can actually only use 2 shotgun shells per each round. If I can get to the door, that is. So yes, this is part 8, and we are continuing It's been a while. Sorry about that. My bad, guys. This right here is locked. This right here, if you try to go through here, there's gonna be Route 42 that's gonna be slapping you when you try to go through. So my suggestion is to simply push this box over, and you push it here. Now the reason why I'm not stepping too far in is because of that plant. Okay, so now it's clipping the wall there. And what we're going to do is just covering up that hole that's in the floor right there. So now the plant cannot come out and whip us. It can still whip us if you go through this side, but you have to go through here if you do want to get whipped. So here comes the giant spider room. He's gonna be right over our heads, like something out of a horror flick. This makes a good thumbnail. That was bad on my part. Okay, so when you see that, poison, of course, you gotta be careful. Now, the reason why you got to be careful with that is not only that these spiders can poison you, but as you can see, his innards are pretty much coming out like that. You will get poisoned. There's another herb right there. And there's another spider over here. We took it out, but we also got hurt in the process. There's a spider right there. So all I'm gonna do is get like this. Take him out like that. Now it's damaged. I don't have to worry about it too much because I'm gonna be clipping this. But since our poison meter is pretty much gonna be close to killing us, we're gonna be going to the room to heal. That was unfortunate circumstances. There we go. I'm gonna have to pop one of those blue herbs that we just created. I tried to get through this without getting poisoned, but sometimes it's like I said in the last couple of videos that I made for other video games. My controller's been malfunctioning. It's really a hassle just to deal with this controller or this piece of junk now, because that's basically what it is now. It's basically a piece of junk. Because I can actually push L1, or not L1, R1, and it doesn't do anything. But whenever I'm doing something else, it activates by itself. So yeah, not a good thing to have when you're playing video games, is a controller that can control on its own, and you have your thing to control it gone, taken away. So as you can see, she's aiming over there. So I'm thinking that the spider is back on the wall here. Now I would have probably killed that thing when I was in here earlier. Now, as you can see, it didn't blow up. It's pretty much dead. So I'm pretty sure I would have killed it with less than 6 shots. Since it took one shotgun blast, it probably would have died within 2 to 3 shots instead of that. So I'm gonna have to redo it in another video or off screen. But in the meantime, we're gonna pick up some of these shotgun shells. We'll come over here, and we're gonna pick up the book and also this first aid box. Now the reason why we're not going to be paying attention to these is because these all have a special saying, because all these particular things you're going to have to write down the colors, and you're also going to have to write down the numbers that which the billiard balls over there on the other side of the room actually are going to say. Now the numbers can be completely random, in other words. So in other words, you can't just figure out what these numbers are. You gotta literally go through them. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna dump some stuff off in the box. I'm still pretty upset about that spider. I'm gonna have to teach it a lesson later when I off the video. But we're going to dump the rest of our shotgun. Well, you know what? We're gonna dump the rest of the shotgun shells there. Yes. But I'm gonna dump this stuff here first. As for this, there's an enemy that's gonna surprise us. It is a zombie. Doesn't give us a chance to even fire our shotgun, or our not shotgun, our handgun. So we're gonna be taking that with us. Okay, here we go. And not to mention, the game hardly gives you that many blue herbs, so it's not a good thing to go out and get poisoned. So this is what we have to do, thanks to that box being pushed there, and pushed there, and pushed there, and it completely negates that, what's it called? Completely negates the purpose of using that. Of the, going the other direction, because we will get just hit by that. This right here is locked. And then when you come over here, there is a map here, but do note that there will be a an enemy that's gonna pop up here every now and then, because there's gonna be a bee that flies out of here, but you won't see it. But it's gonna come out of here, and it's going to pretty much sting you. So there's a hole here in the wall, and pretty much that is it right there. Like I said, bees. More bugsies. That's why I said not to get the map. Because right now, I pretty much can't... Man, I was just stuck there for a second. And we're no longer healthy. Cutscene.
No, that wasn't our deal. But it's not necessary to destroy stars. What about my family? If I play my cards right.
Pesky bees. Always bugging people. Okay, so we come over here.
Jill.
Barry, I heard someone talking.
Oh, you heard. I think age is starting to take its toll. Talking to myself is becoming a bad habit.
Talking to yourself? You all right? What's gotten into you?
I'm getting you worried, aren't I? But don't, I'm alright. I guess this creepy mansion has gotten to my nerves. Anyway, I think I'll go outside, get some fresh air for a change. Don't worry, I'm just going to get some fresh air. If I'm lucky, I'll get to waste some monsters along the way.
Alright. Here's a note. Plant 42 report. 4 days has passed since the accident. The plant at point 42 is grown at an amazing rate, although there are many unknown expected aspects about this plant. We know that it is compressed with the other group of plants, or composes, or I have no clue, but you get the idea. Of the other group of plants of the T-virus had a substantially strong effect. I think a substantially strong effect on this one. The T-virus has drastically morphed its host anatomy as well as its size. Looking at its current state, it's difficult to imagine its original appearance. Now, where on earth will you find it? Nowhere Earth on will you find it. We also found that Plant 42 has two main sources of acquiring its necessary nutrients. One of those sources is through its roots. Somehow it is rooted itself into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and destroyed the aqua ring ever since the basement has been like a pool, there is a high probability that's one of the chemicals that the water is promoting the Plant 42's rapid growth. However, we have yet to determine the specific chemical. A bud-like body of the Plant 42 has been sighted hanging from the ceiling of the first floor. We are sure that it's using the air ducts to reach the first floor. Numerous long tentacles like vines are protruding from its buds. We believe that the vines are the second means of acquiring its nutrients. When Plant 42 senses prey, it uses the tentacles like vines to capture its prey. After doing so, suckers on the vines drain the prey of its blood. We also noted that it has some intelligence. When it captures its prey or when it is inactive, the vines twist or twine around the door to stop possible intruders. Unfortunately, 7 of our scientists have already fallen victim to this Plant 42. When we heard the stories from the survivors, they all observed one thing in common. When the uniform petal-like flaps open and reveal its vital internal innards, I guess you can call it. I call it innards. It's it becomes more aggressive. That's all I can say. One witness report that it was as if it was trying to protect itself. Why it behaves the way it does, still unknown. May 21st, 1998. Henry Starton. So apparently this pen is bad news. And of course, when you come over here, try to figure out which bookcase it is. I think it's this one. This leads to the Aqua Ring, where all the pesky sharks are. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna go to this door instead, because we're not finished exploring this area yet. So here we are. Water drips are broken. We come over here. We pick up the residence key. That closing of the door means that a zombie has gone through the door. I have no clue how. But there's nothing here, as you can see. Now, the reason why I brought out the shotgun is because this zombie comes out right at you at the door. I have no clue how that zombie just dodged that. Like I said, I have no clue how. I was aiming right towards him too, and he just took it like he was right there, and I was aiming right there, but yet it still did not do any damage to him. I have no clue why. Video game logics. Either that, or people just decided to take the day off when they were supposed to work on the game's programming. So we're gonna go ahead and use that residence key. Be careful of the bees. They're still out here. And they're angry. Woo! This is why I said to be careful on taking that map off, because now we have to deal with that. Okay, so be careful not to just keep on running on the side here, because Plant 42 would just slap you. I have no clue why, but that's just how plants are, I guess. They like to slap things, I guess. I don't know. Use the residence key. There's no further use. Discard it. Yes. And onward we go. So here, we come across a dude that just hung himself. And, of course, obviously the sheets. Here you come across some handgun ammunition. Excellent stuff. Come over here. You pick up a small self-defense gun. And a suicide note. June 22nd, 1998. I had to do it. We ran from those things, helping each other to survive. But Robert started to show the symptoms. I had to do it. Those things are pure evil. There was no other way. He would have done the same if it wasn't the other way around. After I put him out of his misery, I had to just leave him in the bathroom. Now I'm probably the last one. How could this happen? I've never forgiven myself for being part of this project. Eventually, I'll get what's coming to me though. There's no way to escape from this nut house. It's just a matter of time now. Everything is set. All I need is a little courage to do it. Knowing that I will leave many things undone is regret beyond words. But this is better than just waiting to turn into one of them. Please understand and at least let me end my life in as a person. There's a message on the back. Linda, please forgive me. That name sounds familiar, doesn't it? And here you get another magazine of ammunition. And let's take a look at the weapon that we picked up that came with it. A self-defense gun that fires 22 or .22 Magnum rounds. One round was been fired already, and yet there's the other bullet. So yeah, for a little tiny gun, it fires .22 Magnum rounds. So that's not too bad. But unfortunately, this is the only gun that has one bullet left. And it is an okay gun. But when you come over here, you're gonna go over here. And of course he breaks off, he breaks loose. And of course, we're not gonna do anything because this guy comes alive too. The only thing that we need to get is this thing that's in the tub. Full of dirty water. Of course, we're gonna pull out the plug. Now there's something in the tub. We're going to collect another key here. Turn around real quick and run out the door. Now be careful not to go to the other side of the room. Go towards the door that's nearest to you. There we go. And I do not believe these zombies do follow you. So now that you're safe, now we have too much stuff in our inventory. We're gonna go ahead and dump some of this stuff off. Dump this gun off because for one thing we do not need it. We may need some more single solitary herbs. I believe we're gonna get another one on the way over there. We do not need the shotgun. We do, however, just need this stuff right here. Okay, and we're going to use this, so now we're fine. Gonna run our way out. And this isn't me running it like if I didn't unlock or didn't use the map. So of course I'm going to be doing a off video. I just wanted to show you guys that when you do pull that off, you will get stung by the bees. Now the reason why we went back to go get that key is because it plays an important part later on. So the pesky bees are around here. And according looks like to them, they got stuck in the wall there for some reason. Which is fine by me. I come over here. I come up here. Of course, this gets reset because we weren't done with the puzzle, actually. because we gotta push this bookcase as well. There we go. Gonna go ahead and jump down the ladder here. Well, you know what I mean. And here we are in the Aqua Ring. Now, we cannot go through that door right there because it is locked from the other side. It sounds like Dark Souls. But we also cannot travel through here unless we push these wooden crates. Now the reason why is because this whole place is flooded, as you can see with the water. So of course, we gotta make our own bridge. Now, the reason why we're doing this is that way we can get to the other side. Here we are. And we're going to go ahead and push this last one. And then once we're done pushing the last one, it will make our bridge at least stable enough for us to walk through. Now the door that is locked from the other side actually happens to be the same door that we're in the room. Now I'll explain in a little bit once we are done building our bridge where that door comes out. Now you see the side of that left side of the cage right there, right? That's where the door opens up over there. Now our bridge is stable enough for us to walk through. Here's our herb in case we get eaten by or bitten by sharks. Come down here. And looks like someone left the water running. Okay, so here we are in the shark ring. Run, always constantly run. Because of this. Ugh. Because of the sharks here. As you can see, we are already wounded. We're wounded again. This is why we kept that herb. Because we do not want to become fish bait. Use the control room key. No further use, discard it. Yes. Okay, so here we are. We're in the control room. And you're gonna see right away that something is not right. This right here is the warning lamp indicating that there's an emergency, that something has gone wrong. And when you come downstairs here, I'm downstairs. Down the ladder here, you're going to notice something odd. These switches over here. And, of course, the item box here. Of course, we're going to pick that up. We're going to come over here. And if you try to escape out this door here, you're going to see this and hear this. The door is being held tightly by the water pressure of the water. So, not a good thing. Now, in order to get past this, you need to read this. In case of the drop in oil pressure control, open valve 3. Now, it may vary to valve 2 to valve 1. So, you gotta read this. Every playthrough is different. It just works on random numbers. Here's the map for the Aqua Ring. Of course, we're going to take it. And then, once we got that, we're going to close this off. Now, this won't work because it's already up and running. That one on the other side here, this one right here will not work because it's up and running. This one, on the other hand, you can interact with. Now, you can go ahead and just press the switch.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
So yes. It won't budge because the safety is not on, so you need to go over here. And of course, come over here. Activate this.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Then it gets stuck, like all machinery. Come over here. Remember, all doors are locked. Gonna come over here. Push the third one. Like for us, it told us the third one. Like I said,
50% of pressure threshold.
like I said, it could
Activate
be.
emergency drainage system immediately.
It could be very. There we go. It's been released. There we go. Push the switch here. And there it goes. So once this is done, nice try, Sharky, but guess what? You can't get in here. Drain the water. So now that's been drained. The water has already been drained already. We're gonna come over here. Now, when you come over here, if I can get through the wall, that is, or to the door, you're going to come down here, and in order to continue the story, you're going to want to be careful. This is the other side of the door that wouldn't open, but we're not going to go there through there yet. We are, however, going to come pick up these grenades. Yes, we will pick up the grenades. And as for the map, our map shows that there's nothing else in this room. So we get to continue. Do be careful, there is a shark, a smaller shark here that took a bite out of us. So now we get to take a bite out of him. But we're going to be cheap about it and go with our knife. So there's our shark. We can just do this. Just one time, and guess what? Sharky boy is dead. Because he's a fish out of water. Then you got this big thing. For some reason, it found a pool of water where it can actually survive. Now, do not go in front of this thing. It will eat you to shreds. Now, there is this right here. Water that controls it doesn't have any power. When you give it power, and you pull this switch, it will activate that, but guess what? If you click on it just to read it, this thing looks like it could electrocute you, which, you know what? It will do that. So what you want to do is you want to push this thing whenever it's turned off. But she will not give the pushing notion until you go after this key. Of course, that falls there. We can't get out because the shark is now facing in our direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to have ourselves a good old fish fry. Push this out of here. You know, it was said this, it was going to electrocute us if we push it. Well, now we can turn this on. So any killer of the deep or fish that tries to kill you, good old electricity will do the trick. So yes, that thing is turned off now. That thing is composing or something like that. We take the residence key. This is to that door that was locked. Come right over here. Come over here. And we are going to go back. Since you also get a trophy for destroying Mother Neptune. That's the boss's name, or the trophy's achievement's name, Mother Neptune. So just doing that little action right there will net you that trophy. I come over here. I forgot which it was. I think it was a bronze or a silver, one of the two. Now we're gonna come over here, pick up some magnum rounds for our version of the hand cannon. Come over here and turn around, go up the ladder. Now do you know the reason why it looks like this is because all this was underwater. Come over here, you unlocked it, but just because you think that, oh, you know what, I can actually get back to the bridge that we made with the boxes, Guess what, my friends? You are dead wrong, because that water was holding the boxes up and now it's drained down there. We have no clue where those boxes went to. All we know that those boxes are gone. So we're going to load our handgun back up. We're gonna go up the ladder, of course. Now, we're not done with this place yet. We still gotta do a couple things. But I am going to go, and I'm gonna come back out here. And since that key that we just grabbed, it opens up only one door here. You come out here, of course you got the pesky bees. That key unlocks this. There's no further use for this key. Discard it. Yes. Boom. The key is discarded. Do note we still have plant 42 to deal with. Now the roots of plant 42 are in that aqua ring. So in order for us to get rid of it, we need to combine some chemicals together in the next video. So of course we're going to come up here because we do not want to get slapped by the plant 42 and its vines. We're going to come through here. And we're going to save, and I'm going to end the video right here. So here we are. I'm gonna cut the video right here. So thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be updated on new content. And I'll get started on the next video. Thank you for watching, and you guys and girls have a good day. Bye bye. Till next time.